Welcome to another episode, everyone. JHood from Stevenson Village Script. We know we just did some content on him. He just got out, as we know. But how in the heck did he do 11 years and some change for 4 murders? Inquiring minds want to know. Now, this sort of thing does happen, but for the most part, you're going to get the death penalty for even 2 murders, 3, much less 4. Damn sure doing life in prison for 4 life sentences or so. But instead, somehow, JHood had some sort of fortune shined upon him, and he ended up doing 11 years and some change for 4 deletions. How did he pull this off?
There's a lot of hate. When I was getting released,
envy, jealousy.
When I was getting released, those dead homies, niggas said, "You'll be back." I said, "God damn, cuz."
People were saying that to you, really?
You'll be back. Oh,
Guys like, damn,
plenty of niggas. We'll be back.
You were thinking nigga be
Well, prove him wrong, bro. Welcome home, JHood, and prove him wrong.
rooting for a nigga like
Man, you'll be back. Damn.
This guy again.
That's how y'all feel.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, homies. Like, that shit crazy, bro. Damn. It's life, though.
Okay, so explain this though. Like, how are you in the county for 8 years and then you end up doing 3 years in prison? Like what happened that there was that transition? And then we can talk about how you beat it.
All right, so
Credit
said
credits really.
no. So I got, and so basically, all right. I fight my case. COVID hit. Once COVID hit, people got EDD. EDD made them people stop wanting to come to court. I guess they was like, we don't need the district attorney money no more. We got EDD. So they people stopped wanting to come to court. I started trying to press for speedy trial. I ended up getting this new lawyer, Felipa, and George Gascon come in the office. George Gascon comes in the office, and right before George Gascon come in the office, just because I got a plea, just because I got a hung jury, they give me a plea agreement, which was 32 years, 11 years for manslaughter, but I have a strike, a juvenile strike. That's from when I was 16. Hell yeah, they bring it up. Strike. If you do something if you're over the age of 15 years and 363 days, you can be charged as an adult if you're over. But if you're under than that, they cannot give you an adult strike. I was 16 in 2 months, had a juvenile strike. So they used that strike to double me up. So it was 11 years plus my strike double up to 22. They cannot double up enhancements. If anybody tell you they can double up enhancements, they're not paying attention to sentencing law. Mm-hmm. In the sentencing law, they cannot double up enhancements, but they can add an enhancement, which was a 10-year gang enhancement or a 10-year gun enhancement. They charged me with both, but they can only give you one enhancement. So it was 11 years doubled up to 22 plus a 10-year gang enhancement, which was 32 years. I said, you and fuck you too.
It's a lawyer on it, man.
George Gascon come in the office. They strike my strike. So now they strike my strike and strike my enhancement. So now that same deal is now 11 years. The max on manslaughter with no enhancement, 11 years. Then 1/3 the midterm for ex-con with a firearm, 11 years, 8 months.
Damn.
So I'm like, hell yeah, I take that right now. I was supposed to go home from court. But because of the victim's family under Marcy's law, if I'm not mistaken, the victim family was like, man, that's not enough time. So they played with my credits. So I had to go upstate. So that's why I had to go upstate for like a couple of more years. The next 3 years I had to,
And then how do you end up finally getting it overturned or beating it?
I never got it overturned.
Oh, okay.
I got a date. I took a date. I took a deal. I took a deal for 11 years, 8 months. I took a deal.
Shout out Felipa again.
Shout out Felipa. Thank you. I love you. You gave me opportunity. gave me the opportunity to be a free man and to be a father.
That lady cold, homie.
Changed my life. She got you too,
No, she.
Okay, so there we have it then. Felipe did it for him. He just told the story, had a strike, doubled up, 22 years, 10-year gang enhancement. And they hit you with all these kind of enhancements all the time. Gang enhancement, gun enhancement. They had the gang files. They had you under a gang file. They give you a gang enhancement. Police pulled you over in the field, took down your information, and they're looking for your tattoos, any gang colors, any indication that you belong to a gang, and they'll put you in their files. Then when you get arrested for whatever, it can be selling drugs, they still hit you with the gang enhancement, say that it was to further the gang. Whatever your crime was, you committed this crime to further the gang. But nevertheless, so they ended up striking, they're talking about 32 years for him, young dude. He said no. He said, y'all crazy. And Felipe comes in and saves the day. And G. Stone, whoever that is, ended up striking the gang enhancement, and then he just ends up with the 11 years. He says he loves her for that. Well, yeah, he's very blessed, that's for sure. Because it says here, JHood on how he had 4 murder charges and only got 11 years. So he's talking about a manslaughter, but supposedly, I guess it was 4 of them. I mean, they're not getting into much detail here, but that's what the title says. That's what the headline is, that it was 4 murders and that he got 11 years for it. Not manslaughters and all of this, and 1 manslaughter. So I don't know. I don't know. But so they didn't get too deep into the details of the case. That's just the outline, I suppose, on how he ended up getting 11 years as opposed to 32, really as opposed to the death penalty. I mean, I don't even know how they offering you 11 years for 4 deletions. This is what I'm unclear about. Nevertheless, that's the situation. That's his. I'll let him tell the situation, tell his story. Either way, he's blessed. He's lucky to be home.
She helping my nephew with his case right now.
Oh yeah.
Her.
Well, keep doing your thing, Felipe.
Yeah.
She was again.
You know what? What she did was
On your ad charges.
she was on all my ad charges. She got all those dismissed. All I did. So what I did was I just took my time for the Yeah.
So in your head, do you feel lucky, or do you feel like you got for having to spend that much time when it was really a self-defense type situation? Or do you feel lucky that you could have been doing 30 plus years
I'm blessed.
and you really only did 11?
I could have had life.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
I could have had death.
If you didn't have a mind and a support and
Man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. They took me off them streets. I could have been dead. I could have did something. I could have got caught for something way worse. I could have got caught for some way worse.
Yeah.
I used to do some foul shit. I used to do some cold shit.
And Calipat, let me tell you something. Calipat, that pen, homie. Let me tell you, I've been there. I started my time there. That was my in 2019. I did 2.5 to almost 3 years before I came to, you know what I'm saying? Started my time on 3. Calipat, niggas don't go home from there.
Man,
listen, Adam,
anyway,
you hear me, fool?
One of the
Niggas don't go home from this prison, bro.
I was only at Calipat for like
telling you,
a full year. I probably was only like
telling
3 people went home.
Really?
It's rare that you see it.
Go ahead.
I see people get killed and people go home. Mm-hmm.
You really?
This guy. I don't like it, man, when brothers say the N-word around other people. I don't like them saying it, period. I don't say the word. I stopped saying it nearly 30 years ago, or about 30 years ago. But that's me. But I still don't want them saying it here in front of Adam and all of that. He keeps saying fool and all this. Man, bro, talk like an adult. We're grown men. Whether you think you are, whether you act like you are, whether you're a gang member or not. And that's another thing about these gang members. They're really emotional, hyper emotional, female characteristics, some of them. because you can't even step on their shoe. You can't even look at them crazy without them ready to react. And they think that that's a sign of strength, but it's really just a sign of weakness. You have no emotional regulation. That's just on the side. But Calipatria is indeed, I've never been in Calipatria. Talking about, he says Calipatria, he's referring to Calipatria State Prison. I've never been there, but I do know that it's a vicious prison. But still, I'm still curious as to where this guy came from.
I've seen people get killed.
More people get killed.
Police are there. It's called Calipatria.
But
People
what,
get killed. Two people got killed my last 2 months.
when you say people don't go home, is because they just get more violations?
No,
more.
that is a yard
No,
where
because
they got life.
Oh, yeah.
My celly, Trey Bang from A-Trey Gangsters.
Mama, niggas
Free my
yard.
celly.
It's
Free
rare.
Trey Bang.
It's rare, man.
He's 25 years old. He got 50
I know a
with
young
2
nigga
L's.
from Browns who was in that motherfucker when I was in there. He hung
50 with
himself.
2 L's. I'm in, what's my boy name? My OG can opener. OG can opener from Trey 57. He been down, 44 years.
And me, free Coop from Raymond. My nigga Coop from Raymond. He was on that 3 and that 4 with a nigga thugging on mama. Yep. He been down like 30-some years.
44 years before I was born.
Like 34.
They still denying him. With the boy, they still denying him.
Wow.
Coop.
Still, it's people.
Indeed, shout out to Coop from Raymond. I know Coop. Strong individual, good dude. And they do call Calipatria Kilipatria. But, I mean, he's saying he was on a 3 and 4 yard. This other guy here in the hat. Y'all ain't killed nothing.
Who been down a long time.
Yeah.
A long time, and they do not go home. They don't go home. They not letting people go home. They not.
That shit crazy. I don't feel
It's sad.
That's sad. Yeah, more than anything else. He took
They
a
changed. There's people who've changed.
Mm.
It's the people who ain't changed either, though. It's the people who they make gentlemen and worse.
Were you fully like comfortable at a certain point when you were up there? Like, or
I have never been comfortable in jail.
Mm.
I have never been comfortable in jail. I've been, how can I say this? I've been well off. I've done had $3,000-$4,000 worth of food, and
I swear to God, that shit
2-3 phones, a gang of dope,
still not happy.
half a pound of crystal, half a pound of heroin, 30 perks, 10 phones for sale, everything in there, 10 pair of shoes. And I'm like, oh, I miss pussy.
how you got that much shit in your cell and you're not like you,
Pussy.
but you're worried about them running up in your shit and find it, like they find a half a pound of meth.
Yes.
Different.
I mean, what? That sounds like the craziest charge. How much more?
Well, I mean, it's certainly not just about ooh. It's about the fact that you do not have your freedom. You don't have your family. You don't have the humanity necessary to sustain life. You're engulfed in misery. So it's not just, you can have all of the trappings in there inside a prison, but if you are still inside of that cell, it really means nothing. It helps to alleviate some of the misery, but it does not equate to your freedom, of course. Nothing does. Nothing can. It's impossible. So regardless of what you may have in there, if you do not possess your freedom, and you do not if you're in prison, then it all pales. It means nothing at the end of the day. What you want is to be free. So it's not, and you don't want to be free just for a woman and because you want to bed her down. That is a part of it. But I mean, you want to be free for many other reasons. Just because it's the human thing to do, it's the human thing to be. We're not designed to be caged up. And these cages are all by design, by the way. So what you're really concerned about is your freedom and not having the agency and our volition to live your own life. That's the problem.
What time will you catch for something like that?
We'll probably get some time.
Yeah, they can-
80, probably 5 6 years.
But why are you so confident that you could just have that and not get caught up?
I wasn't confident, but I was confident that I would flush this.
Confident on how you was moving.
Wow.
On
I was moved. I didn't had that in my cell.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what?
conscious on that type of shit though.
I go send this to the whole.
Yeah, you gotta
send this
stuff.
where
You gotta man.
feel me? But we hustling.
Mhm.
We hustling. Police and not the police is bringing it in. The police
Right.
brings it in.
So they want you
You
to
get caught with
feel
a pound in
comfortable.
your cell, you just a greedy, selfish.
I mean, I kind of
Point
do
blank
get that
period.
vibe from this guy that he don't know when to stop.
No,
I
I
don't know
know
when
it's
to stop.
All right, there you have it. JHood, Stevenson Village. Shout out to JHood. And No Jumper. Hell, I'm using their content. And I was curious to know. I still have some questions about it. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything fishy about it. I just want to know how he ended up getting, because I've seen this happen. I mean, it happens. People beat cases, murder cases, and people end up with not a lot of time for some dastardly crimes, some gruesome crimes. You think, well, man, this dude just got 100 years for $10 worth of illegal drugs. How he get 5 years for 2 murders? They had problems in the case, and they felt like just giving you this deal is better than you not doing any time. Then you ended up beating the case and going home. I'm just saying that I'm unclear still as to how they even offered 32 years. How many charges was it? They say it was 4 murders. But whatever the case, he did 11 years and some change. He's home now. He made it home. Bless him. However he got here, he's here. And, and he was blessed to be here with those kind of charges. That's the bottom line. You would think you'd be in there for the rest of your life, 4 murders. That's it, bottom line. So he's fortunate. I'm pretty sure he recognizes that. It seems so. He said he thanks the lady, Felipe, for giving him an opportunity to be home with his kids, he said. So he's recognizing his blessings, at least to this juncture. It's all fairly new. He just got out. Let's see what happens, as time goes on. But I have faith in him. I don't see any reason that he would return to the sort of lifestyle that got him in prison to begin with. That would be asinine, and that wouldn't be a contribution to your people and to the community that you claim to care about. So I'm going to take him for his word and expect him to be doing some work that's positive in the community moving forward. Stay safe and stay free, people.